I'd like to thank the Sheikh for sharing his knowledge with us. It's been a fantastic day. We've really learnt a lot. Actually, I've learnt a lot of narrations, a lot of verses from the Quran. And inshallah, this will help to us to better our relationship with our Imam. Now, before I move on to the next stage, I was given a mobile phone. Somebody's lost a mobile phone, and it has not stopped ringing in my pocket. So it's an iPhone something, right? So it's an iPhone. I don't know what number it is, but yeah, if someone's lost an iPhone, please just come up to me, and inshallah, if you can prove to me it's yours, I'll give it to you. Now, the next part of the program will be a performance. It will be a play by the Punchton Society Youth Group. And inshallah, we'll welcome them with the Salat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. But can I ask some of the brothers to move back a little bit because they've requested some more space. So please, Salat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Please everybody to remain seated. We said there was a play, so the program's not over yet, inshallah. When the program's over, we'll notify you. But if everyone can please be seated, the brothers have gone to a lot of work to prepare this play, so we give them their respect so we can watch it. Thank you. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
This play aims to expose people to some of the widespread signs preceding the appearance of Imam Mehdi and relate to the actions of Muslims. It also sheds light on the importance of establishing awareness about the Imam's role and how it is vital that Muslims are motivated to stand alongside his fight against corruption and oppression in order to hasten his appearance. The first scene shows how disrespect for the elderly, ignorance of the importance of namaz, and disregard for the common rules of halal and haram are already apparent as signs of his coming. The second scene shows how the truth about the Imam and his role will spread before his coming. And the last scene shows how arguments over needless divisions within Muslims are a sign of the Imam's arrival. That this type of behavior should be abandoned if we are to hasten this arrival. So, without further ado. It is time for Maghrib prayer during the holy month of Ramadan. The Holy Prophet, in regards to the signs that will present themselves prior to the Imam's appearance, has said that the elders will have no affection for the young, and the young will have no regard for the elders.
How slow is this guy walking, man?
I don't see it.
Hold on,
Alright boys, let's grab some stuff. Can't you hear the azan? We better go read Salah first, otherwise it'll be too late.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Oh, guys, this is
Salam Kabir. Do you want to come pray Salah with us?
Salah. What's salah?
Salah. The daily prayer. As Muslims, we all need to pray Salah.
Nah, son, come on, we'll eat first. Heaps of time for Salah later, bro. Yeah, look, grab some food.
Prophet Muhammad has said that there will be prayer calls from the mosques, but people will be too engrossed in worldly matters.
Hey, are you sure we should eat from here? I've heard there's not halal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's halal. Look, it's at 75% halal, man. Bro, remember we're fasting, so Allah loves us. All will be forgiven.
Yeah, come on, man. Oh, nice food, yeah.
You guys eat way too fast. Let's go. Alright.
The next day at uni.
Oh, hey, Sid. How you been?
Hey, I was good. In fact, I was wonderful until you came.
Oh, good one.
Anyway, sit down, take a seat. How's uni going for you these days?
Yeah, pretty good. But I've been really stressed about things lately. You know, a bit depressed actually.
Why? What's wrong? You okay?
Nah, nothing that bad. It's just that most of my friends, they've changed lately. They're not as they were. I only feel comfortable hanging around with some of them, like you. It's just that with some of my Muslim friends, they start to do things which are really un-Islamic. Partying, clubbing, stuff like that. And you're not like that.
Hey, man. How are you?
Salim, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, Raza.
What's wrong? You look upset.
Yeah, just contemplating the world and the way the Muslim Brothers are going.
Come on, Salim. Go this way, man. You know what I told you before? The 12th Imam is on his way.
Whoa, wait. Who's this Imam?
Sin, I haven't actually told you about this yet. Well, you know I told you about Prophet Muhammad
Yeah.
and how we believe that he is the last Prophet of Allah? Well, the Imams are the 12 rightly guided leaders after the Prophet. They start with Imam Ali, who was the Prophet's son-in-law. And then there is a direct father-to-son lineage until Imam Mehdi, the final Imam. And Mehdi is a title which means rightly guided brother. Imam Mehdi is alive even today.
After he was born in the 9th century AD, he went into labor.
What's Gaiba?
That's a word which means that the Imam is currently present in this world today. But we cannot always readily conceive or identify him. When he does appear to all of us, he will combat both corruption and oppression, restoring peace and justice.
So, like, when is he gonna come back? Like 2 hours, 2 days, 2 months? When is he gonna come back?
To answer that question, only Allah knows for sure. But the Prophet and the Imam have spoken about many signs that will occur before his death. And many of those signs have actually already occurred. And there's a good chance that some of them are going to occur in the future. So whilst we can't be sure exactly, his appearance does seem good.
Alright, that was wonderful, guys. So can you, like, give me something to follow up on?
Well, if you like, I can send you some links on Facebook.
Alright, that's good, but come on, we're just old style people. We want something cool.
It's funny you ask me that. I've actually been reading this book. It's called Imam Mehdi, The Spring of Life. And I haven't finished it yet, but it's really, really interesting. And I've learned a lot from it. So you can borrow it for a while. And hopefully you learn a lot.
Right, I head off now, but I'll get back to you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, see you, man.
Alright, see you later.
Islam Mehdi. I'll send you lost tonight, yeah?
Alright, see you later.
Sunday night at the Islamic Center. The boys are planning a function for people's visit.
Come on, man, we always put the lectern on the left. It looks stupid at the right side of the room.
Bro, I think it's you who's stupid, not our friends. Bro, it's always you two who are arguing over stupid little things. I reckon we should just listen to Slim. He knows what he's doing, alright? Remember last time as well? It was you guys who ruined it.
Nah, it was Hassan who were it last time. People are stupid, and Hassan has got to be the biggest fool ever. So awkward when he's organizing things, screwing up the order and timing. Just kick him out, man.
Hey, Major, take it easy, okay? Hassan isn't even here right now. You gotta be careful of what you say.
Hey, Salim, it's not wrong to point out facts, right?
Wait, what are you trying to say? No. Why is it coming out, right? Last time?
Guys, that's all I heard outside. Just before I came in, I heard the words. Disunity, arguments over useless things, might be backbiting against a fellow brother who isn't even in the room right now, will not be tolerated here. Is that clear? And I take it that this meeting really isn't going where it should be right now? Okay. I came in here to talk about some of the things that are important to our presentation in a few days' time. I want you guys to look at our image as Muslims today. I want you guys to look at some of the things popping up on the news, on the internet, things about us that appear while we sit here and argue. And I want you guys to think about those things rather than the things we think about.
Well, brother, you know a few days ago we had that talk with Sid, and you mentioned Imam Mehdi. Well, I did some follow-up reading, and I didn't tell you, we didn't give you some help. So I reckon you should tell these guys too about it.
Well, just yesterday in university, with one of our non-Muslim friends, I told him about Imam Mehdi. And the main reason why I told Sid about all of that was because as many people as possible should know about this. And this is very, very important preparation for Imam Mehdi. The thing is, guys, we're privileged to be Shi'a Muslims. We're in the lucky position to know about the truth. Imam Mehdi himself once said that if our Shia had fulfilled their duty with united hearts, then there would have been no delay in our meeting. They would have been blessed with our visitation at the earliest. He was trying to tell us that if we had united, he would already be amongst us. However, guys, this leaves us with a huge responsibility. We cannot simply preach but not practice. We cannot simply settle for our current state of affairs, thinking that we have reached the level that is required for us to assist the Imam when he does come. Didn't the Prophet say to his companions that during the last days there will be believers whose faith will each be greater than 25 of you, and who will remain steadfast to their faith despite being faced with calamities and hostilities?
Yeah, he did. And we are those people. The last days he was referring to are upon us now. Imam Mehdi is waiting at the door for us. All we have to do is open that door. We dream of a world in which there is universal peace and justice, where there is no fear or oppression. A world in which Islam has attained the ideal it set out to achieve 1,400 years ago in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A world in which the Imam governs as proof of our religion. No doubt that the true believers will comprise the minority before the Imam's advent. But it is this minority that must reach the greatest level of faith. Disunity, arguments, corruption, these are all negative practices that we must eliminate from ourselves first, before the Imam can do the same for the world. When the Imam comes, he will perfect society,
and we need to assist in accelerating that process.
So, Imam, first we need to prepare ourselves. Allah has given us the opportunity, guys. We must not waste it.
Look guys, I think we've learned a lot from our talk today, and it's getting pretty late, so I'm going to call this meeting off for tonight. We're going to have another meeting tomorrow night. What I want you guys to do between now and tomorrow is go home and read the meaning of this dua, from Dua Faraj. You guys know Dua Faraj? You recite it every day, right? Okay, I want you guys to go home and read its meaning, and hopefully I think that will inspire you guys towards a better form of thinking for tomorrow. How does that sound? Okay, thank you guys.
Well, Muhammad, I reckon that old man deserves an apology.
That concludes our enactment. The progression of scenes that you have just witnessed signifies the transformation of the hearts of Shias. We talk of the signs of the Imam's advent, but too often our discourse is centered around the corruption of the outside world and the oppression that we face at the hands of this corruption. What we fail to do is realize and look inside to recognize our own lack of unity and our own frailties in our beliefs. Inshallah, this plan has shown you how we can do this. In the first scene, we were introduced to Salim. Salim, who did not wish to participate in haram. Salim, who did not know how to combat the haram that circulated around him. Salim's character was a representation of most Shias who are awaiting the Imam today. He has allowed us to examine ourselves. However, with self-examination, the question, how do we appear to the outside world, inevitably appears. How confident are we in representing the truth and disseminating this truth to the people that surround us? In the second scene, sin symbolized the non-Muslims, many of whom are actually quite interested in these topics, but we Shias are too afraid to involve them because we fear we may be judged. We feel invisible, and as a result, our Imam remains invisible. The point of this play was for us to briefly cover the activities which are wrong and still exist in our community today. We backbite, just like the boys in scene 3. We don't care for what we eat. We don't give elders their due respect. We don't practice what we preach. And then on the 15th of Shaban, we cry out in the loudest of voices, Al-Ajal, Ya Imam. There is no use behind this Al-Ajal if it is not backed up by our actions. If we can change our actions and transform ourselves, it will be a call of Al-Ajal in itself. A call that our Imam would answer without delay, inshallah. Now we'll recite Dua Salam for Imam Hussain.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم